Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and today I'm going to be giving you all a tour of my dye studio / craft room. Hope you enjoy. So when we first walk in here, we see my dyes. These are the ones that are already mixed, and also you'll see my stainless steel pots. And then here I have my dry mixes, and then I have other supplies for dyeing yarn. And up there you'll see the totes. I usually put the yarn in those totes right before I twist them. And then I have some flowers in here. Here I have my citric acid and my extra towels and soap. And then I also have my squeeze bottles for dyeing yarn. And then I have my bare yarn that is waiting to be dyed. And then there's my tripod, and I have extra yarn here. Not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, but we'll figure it out. And in this container there, it has my tarps that I use for when I go to fiber festivals. And here's my electric kettle that I use to get the water hot before dyeing. And right there is my 2-burner aisle that I used. And as you all can see, it's quite bright outside today. It's actually snowing, which is quite nice. And I'm going to try to pan around very slowly. I don't want to make anybody dizzy. So here's my sofa. We have a guitar and some bull horns. Love the decorating. And here are the 2 chairs that we take with us when we go to fiber festivals. So next we have the sewing area. And this board, this ironing board, I actually made it myself. And down there I have legs for the grid walls when I go to fiber festivals. I have my yarn Swift, and I have back there is the banner that I use for fiber festivals. And here I have my loom knitting supplies. And there's my sewing machine. And when I'm not sewing, I have my purple dog here keeping it occupied. And that's me and my husband on our wedding day. And this is just stuff from our wedding. Panning on around. Over here is my photography station. And down here, you all will recognize from previous videos when I did my craft fair tips and tricks video. Over here I have my to-do list. Carolina Fiber Festival is coming up in Raleigh, so I'm getting ready for that. And I have a whole lot of other things to do. And also I have a French channel, so I am working on some stuff for that channel as well. But over here in the photography section, I have my 2 lights. These lights are very bright, but I use them for when I am taking pictures for my website. And over here I have my Stanwood ball winder. And whenever I am winding yarn, I just simply put it on the Swift and just bring it over here. It helps to keep the yarn really straight, so I like that. Now I have my shelves. Up here I just have some knickknacks, and I have some straight knitting needles up there. And then I have my paintings that I have gotten at the Carolina Fiber Festival. And those are by Ken McNeil. And then I have some yarn, and I have some little John Deere trinkets, and I have some knit crate yarn. And then I have some little lights. These flicker. See if I can get them to turn on. Yeah. So it flickered for a second. But yeah, I have my lights there. And I usually keep the lights off in here. Yeah, you can see it flickering there. I usually have the overhead light off, and I usually just use lamps to light this room up. Here's my personal stash of yarn. It's not a whole lot, but it's nice. And here, this is my little French section. I have all of my French books in there and my French award that I got in high school. This is my planner, which I have failed miserably at this year. I have not been keeping up with it, but I do need to write in it more often. These are my crochet hooks, and these are vintage crochet magazines. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these or not, but I think they're really cool, and they have a lot of good patterns in there. But most of those patterns are not even in print anymore. And these are it's the Annie's Crochet Newsletter. It's really neat. I had an older friend of mine give me those. Down here, I just have little things that I've gotten from Knit Crate over the years. And this cup here is a cup that I bought from Knits for Comfort. And you're supposed to use this yarn to basically, you're knitting around the cup. So it's really neat once it's done, but your cup will look like it's been knitted. It's pretty neat. I just need to make the time to do it. So down here I have more crocheting books, and I have some Knit Crate magazines. Over here I have my project bags, and in those boxes is where I keep my knitting needles. And right here I have a ChiaoGoo set. And over here I have my ChiaoGoo interchangeable set. And then in there I keep things like stitch markers and things like that. And here's my little bear, and inside I have fiber and my drop spindle, which I have been neglecting horribly. And then down here I have fabric, and here I have finished projects and hats. And this little basket I've had for a while, but I keep all sorts of things in there. T-pins for blocking. So I really like this shelf. I put it together myself. I'm so proud of myself. And there's the TV. And these are my drawers. I mainly do like admin stuff here. And then I have my little stepping stool because my legs are short. And here is my laptop. And this is my chair that I like to sit in. I have my Doctor Who pillow there and my blanket on the back that my stepmom made me. And here's my Dymo printer that I love. And this is my other printer. And as you can see, my printer is called Bob Marley because it's always jamming. And it really is. It's really slow. And that's my Cabbage Patch doll. And some more flowers. And this is my scale. And my tape dispenser, which is a little guy or girl sitting on the toilet. And this is my... Well, I use this to cut my yarn labels, but it's really neat because it has different settings on it. Then I have my battery charger for the camera, for this camera. And then here I have my yarn. This is yarn that's obviously already been dyed and is in the shop. And here I have my grid walls, and this is my rack for drying yarn. And this, of course, is my tent. So now I'm going to go back around it very slowly, just so you all can see. Here is my dryer that I use for drying my yarn. It is a lifesaver, and it is definitely one of my most favorite pieces that I have for dyeing yarn. And it is the Nina Soft Laundry Alternative. and it's just like a little dryer. But it is amazing. It cuts the drying time for yarn down tremendously, and instead of having to wait 2 days for yarn to dry, I can literally do it in 20 to 30 minutes. So it is fantastic. If you are here and you notice, my husband is watching TV in the other room. And you'll probably hear my dog barking too. We're all at home enjoying this lovely snow day. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this tour. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, bye.